Good day, everyone. So today I'm gonna discuss all about trait theories. So, what is trait theories? Trait theories explains the elements of personality and what differentiates individuals from one another. So, ang trait theories nagahatag yan description han mga elements ng personality na naghahatag aton hinklu kung kaano ba kita may dahin unique personalities. It also attempts to identify personality by using traits that are consistent, stable, and unique amongst individuals. So, ang trait theories na gamit siya para ma-identify an imo personality, ang trait theories na gamit siya mga traits, which is ang mga pag-ugali naton nga consistent, which is ang isang trait na nagpapakita ng pagkakapareho sa pag-ugali ng isang tao sa iba't ibang pagkakataon at sitwasyon. Like, bisan kakurian, in the midst of difficulties, may dakausa nga consistent traits, which is pagiging positibo. So, next is unstable. So, ini nga traits, ay diri hiya nag-change. Bagam, nananatili iniya, nananatili pareho sa paglipas ng panahon. Like, kung ikaw may traits ka na buutan, diri to hiya magbabago. Dito hiya magbabago. Bagan, asya lagyapan imo batasan. Like, since birth, animo batasan buutan ka, hasta yana. So, ang unique among individuals, it means that ang pagkakaiba naton karatagsa. Like, ang usa nga tao is hitasang pride, ano sa naman is dere. So, ang trait theory in personality is that there are distinctive, identifiable traits that contribute to an individual's personality. These traits can be from either nurture or nature factors. Ibig sabihin ni Nico, natutukoy mo ano sa nga personality, ano sa nga tao through haiya nature factors. Kung kaano ba hiya sugad ito ang iya personality. Like, ito nga individual is an iya society or iya surroundings is good. Waray good crime, so dito diri masamok. So, ang result ito is may dahiya good personality. So, ang opposite naman ito, kung ang tao may bad environment, tos masamok raw damon krimen, mare-reflex ito, may impact ito, haiya personality, which is nag-ending, nagkakamay diyang confused kay kung asya ba ini an kailangan himuon, especially kung ang mga kabataan. So, trait theory in relation to criminality. Trait theory has been used within criminology to determine if certain traits can predict or account for criminality. It has been used to study whether environmental, genetic, or social factors can be responsible for criminal behavior. So, ang trait theory sa relation ng criminality, bagam, ini nga trait theories ginagamit ini mga criminologist na ma-determine kung ano sa nga traits o naghahatag niya clue kung kaano ba nahihimo ito no sa nga tao. Like, truhan iya environmental, genetic, o social factors na nagkakontribute sa iya personality. So, trait theory's view is a product of abnormal biological and psychological traits. So, it attempts to explain our personality by identifying our stable characteristics and ways of behaving. So, next, case of Russell Eugene Western Jr. So, Russell Eugene Western Jr., a 41 years old, was a quiet loner who drifted back and forth between a cabin in the Montana mountains and modest house in rural Illinois. He became an increasingly troubled figure and was hospitalized in 1996 after he wrote threatening letters to government officials. On July 25, 1998, Winston entered the U.S. Capitol building and went on shooting rampage. Two Capitol police officers were slain and a female tourist was wounded. After his arrest, his parents told officials that their son had been diagnosed by a medical professional as paranoid schizophrenic. His neighbors portrayed Winston as a withdrawn, introverted loner who had grown increasingly angry and alienated over the years. During his high school days, he was engaged in drug scene. So, ini naman sa case ni Mr. Russell, kung naging papakita niya kung an impact han imo mga past experience sa imo personality. Like, kaano ba hiya nagkamaydan niya o na-diagnose yan parang schizophrenic? It's because han high school pala hiya na-engage na hiya ha drug scene which possible na naruba or bagay na effects san iya utak or anything sa iya lawas that result ha bad habit. So the view that criminals bear physical or mental traits that makes them different and abnormal is not restricted to the movie-going public. Since the 9th century, some criminologists have suggested that biological and psychological traits may influence behavior. Some people may develop physical or mental traits at birth or soon after that affect their social functioning over the life courses and influence their behavior choices. So, explanation naman. So, meaning, 19th century, ang mga criminologists nag-suggesteran biological and psychological traits na nag-influence ang behavior na nakadevelop han mental and physical traits at birth. Bagan, sa pagkabata pa niya, bagan may danahiya mental or biological and physiological traits na influence sa iya behavior. To sa that affects also han iya choices. For example, birth weight babies have been found to suffer poor educational achievement later in life. Academic deficiency has been linked to delinquency and drug abuse. So, it is possible that condition present at birth will influence antisocial behavior during later adolescence. Possessing this personal difference explains why, when faced with the same life situation, one person commits a crime and becomes a chronic offender, whereas another attends school, church, and neighborhood function and obeys the laws of society. So, yan na, makatulaga sa foundation of trait theories. So, akatong contemporary Raffaele Garofalo shared the belief that certain physical characteristics indicate a criminal nature. So, according to Garofalo, para iya, kung kaano ba sa nga tao nagkamaydan criminal nature through sa iya physical characteristic. For example, Garofalo stand that among criminals, a lower degree of sensibility to physical pain seems to be demonstrated by readiness with which prisoners submit to the operation tattooing. So, kan Enrico Ferri naman, another student of Lombroso's, believed that a number of biological, social, and negative factors cause delinquency and crime. Ferri added a social dimension to Lombroso's work and was prior with his view that criminals should not be held personally or morally responsible for their action because forces outside their control cause criminality. So, kan Ferri naman, gini-emphasize siya nga through san kadamo or numbers of biological, social, negative factors ang nagko-cost kung ano sa individual nagko-commit crime because forces outside their control cause criminality ban diri nira handle and force hiton nga situation or ito nga situation. So advocates of the inheritance schools trace the activities of several generation of families believed to have an especially large number of criminal members. So, sa inheritance school naman, bagan, nabilivira had through generations and families, may daw, large of criminal members. That makes na inherent han ira ka mag-anak. So next, the body build or Some two-type school developed more than 50 years ago by William Sheldon held that criminals manifest distinct physics that make them susceptible to particular types of delinquent behavior. Kan William Sheldon naman emphasize siya truhan particular types body types han tao masisiring mo na mapipredict mo na kaya ito niya mahimo sa crime or dere. Like, and mesomorphs, for example, have well-developed muscles and athletic appearance. They're active, aggressive, sometimes violent, and mostly like to become criminal. So, ang mesomorphos, ini nga mga athletic, mga nag-exercise, ang mag-opay lawas, which is, bagan, makukuhan mo nga, may kakayahan niyan maghimuhan crime. While an endomorphs have heavy builds and are slow-moving. They are known for lethargic behavior, rendering them unlikely to commit violent crime and more willing to engage in less strenuous criminal activities such as fencing, stolen property. So, ang kabaliktaran man sa endomorphs, ini naman ang mga heavy builds, which is mga buyag or magtambok na warahira kakayahan na mag-commit or aggressive nga behavior para mahimo itong usang crime kasi mas na-engage hirahan stealing han property sa ito or pangawan. Next, last is the ectomorphs are tall and thin, less social, and more intelligent than other types. So, ang ectomorphs naman, asyanin mga introverts. So, ito pala, makita ka palang tao nga, diligo na kakahulubilo, magasa, tapos, meaning, mapapinsar mo, waray niya kakayahan, hiyahin, makahimuhan, krimen. So, Canlambrose's biological theory of criminology suggests that criminality is inherited and that someone born could be identified by the way they look. So, ang born criminal naman, dire ibig sabihin nga, pinanganak ka na kriminal. Dire. Bagan, through san imo, face features, like, may da ka ba, bagan, kakaiba ka, iba nga tao. Bagan, an imo nawong, bagan, tekang pasaya sa mga mga kaungguyan. I mean, mga ape-like nga features. So, in 1976, Lombroso, an Italian criminologist, proposed an activistic form as an explanation for offending behavior. So, in yung mga activistic form, which is the main activist versus the ancient, parang mga ape-like looks, asya na ako nasin kanina, bagan ito na mga tao na may mga suka dito, like, may an shape an ira skull, kakaiba, an ira irong, diri, bagan, different siya sa iba, itong pala, masasabi mo na, ini nga tao, may dahiya, ini nga tao na explain na, pwede yan mag-commit san crime. This explanation was focused on the notion that criminals have physical distinguishing features.